And we need to be vigilant and wise in what that looks like.
So you're willing to have Ukraine give up their country?
I didn't say that.
Well,
But then, what's your point?
I didn't
what's
say
your
that.
point? Trump wants them to give up Crimea.
I told you that I support Ukraine.
So why haven't you been vocal then in that and against what Trump says?
I've cast my vote in favor of Ukraine. That's pretty vocal.
There's other ways to be vocal.
I understand. I would say the most important is with the way I vote. Yes, sir.
I have a variety of questions. I think the first thing I should say is for all the college students that are here, this is great that you're engaging in this process, because I think it's really important that you see our elected official taking questions, answering questions, because there's a lot of people across the country that aren't doing that. So I applaud you, even though I don't support you. I applaud you for being
Fair
here.
enough.
I'm also a locally elected official in the community surrounding Kearney, so I understand the difficulty it is to take questions that might be difficult to answer. I work in healthcare. I asked a question to your colleague, Senator Ricketts, this morning about Medicaid, but I think the most important question right now is what's happening with prisoners being detained. And there's a lot of concern across the country and across our state. About 12% of our state population are Hispanic origin. And if it's so easy to accidentally disappear prisoners to a foreign country without due process, how bad do things have to get for the legislative branch to stand up to the executive branch and say, you can't do this? Because he already wants to divide things. And that's a problem. And I took an oath as a local official to uphold the Constitution. And due process is a right in the Constitution. And so, I know you're one of many lawmakers. One voice. But I know you have colleagues in the legislative branch. And I know some of them might not be willing to voice what they have to do. I think it's important for you to be on record stating that if somebody in our state was illegally detained and deported, that you would make sure that that person got back here to the state of Nebraska. Criminal or not, everybody deserves due process. So this is maybe more of a comment than a question. I just would encourage you to consider the demographics of our state and how many people are scared right now.
I understand. Now, I think it's important to also focus on the separation of powers. I belong to the legislative branch of government. We are not constitutionally charged with enforcing the law. Now, there's some oversight that we can perform, but in terms of carrying out the law, that is an executive function per the ultimate judgment of the judiciary branch.
So what happens when the judiciary branch is, which is happening? Like what happens there? A question that was asked this morning to Senator Ricketts was, we're only 100 days into this administration, and we're already staring at a constitutional crisis between two different branches of government. Because the executive branch doesn't care what the other two branches think or want to do. So, as a legislator, what power do you have? I mean, you have a voice. You're an elected official. So, I just wonder, because we're walking on a very thin sheet of ice,
Okay.
going from a democracy to something harder.
I understand there's a variety of opinions about what the responses should be. I mean, there is a pattern that other executive branches have gone farther than what the law allows.
Oh, I know.
And there's pushback. We've seen it happen. I'm guessing every executive has had pushback and had to walk something back ultimately. Now, I think engagement is important and vigilance is important. And that's what I do all the time. And hearing from Nebraskans who care deeply about our country, I appreciate that. The fact that each and every one of you showed up today, I appreciate that. And again, there will be a variety of opinions. But if our founders, who not only did they disagree with each other, many of them didn't like each other.
But you're not addressing the
Excuse me,
question of,
excuse me.
you're not addressing the law. those people were deported without due
Okay,
process.
excuse me,
Talk about due process.
there will be due process carried out. That's what's happening as we speak. As we speak, due process is being carried out. Now, the fact that our founders can deliver to us, even this much later than the founding of our country, that we can gather like this, and there will be a variety of opinions. I respect that comes with the territory. And I have to meet with another group of students across town here in a few minutes, so I have to wrap this up. But again, I appreciate your engagement.
I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That is the oath you took.
Okay?
When you
So
became Congress.
I appreciate.
This administration is currently violating the Fifth Amendment, attempting to violate the First Amendment, the 14th Amendment, it threatens to violate the 22nd Amendment, all while defying the orders of the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, you have been silent. Please explain why you are not upholding the oath that you took in doing your job.
I appreciate your engagement. I wish that I had more time to extend the conversation. I believe.
No backbone.
Stand for the Constitution.
I believe that
You're not representing us.
We are paying your salary.
there are,
When you don't do your job, you get fired from your job, and you're not doing your job.
there are occasions across our state that we can have a dialogue. I appreciate your feedback.
When is your
Please
next
keep it
town
up.
hall?
Thank you.
When is it?
I would like to thank everyone for coming and especially thank Congressman Smith for coming. Have a safe drive home. Thank you, guys.